Hi, everyone. I hope everybody can hear me. Let me just see if my software is working. I think it is. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Those of you who joined in early, can you guys hear me? Let me know, and then we're going to jump right in. We're going to get started. Those of you who are watching, can you guys hear me? Let me know just before I get started. Ooh, what did I say? All right, cool. All right, so let's get started, guys. This is going to be the weekend vibes for all signs. We're going to go through Aries to Pisces. Welcome in to those of you who are here early. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for all of you who are giving the confirmation in the chat saying, yes, you can hear me. Thank you. It does help me because you guys know technical difficulties is a thing. So thank you for that. Also, I just want to say to those of you who are in here, I did post Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces today. So if you have those placements or if that's your sign, make sure to watch that. And other than that, we're going to jump right in. We're going to go through Aries through Pisces. Okay. So everybody just needs to have good patience. It feels like it's not going to be long winded, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, how's everybody doing? How do you guys feel? It's Friday. All right. So hopefully you're feeling good and excited for the weekend. Let's see what's going to be happening. I'm going to start with Aries. I'm going to start with my Aries and see, and then just go down the list. Okay. So for those of you who don't know the natural order, it's Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. Okay. So that's the order that we're going to go in. All right. So let's just start off with Aries. All right. So this is for Aries and Aries placements. What can you tell me? Also, let me say hi to all of you guys in the chat. Hold on. All right, Katrina, hello. I hope that you're doing well. Amber, hello. I hope you're doing well as well. Psychedelic Medic. Oh, that's a cute name. I hope that you're doing well. Low Intuition. I hope that you guys are doing well as well. Okay. All right. So let's jump into Aries and see what can my Aries or Aries placements expect for this weekend. Give me some messages. What can my Aries or Aries placements expect for this weekend? What can my Aries or Aries placements expect? Okay. Okay, what else for Aries? Okay. All right, getaway. Okay, so I feel like you or someone that you're connected to this weekend is planning a getaway or just needs a break. Like maybe work was very stressful for you or someone else. So this either can apply to you or someone that you're coming into contact with during this weekend. Okay, so getaway. So someone's thinking about going on vacation or going on a trip. Someone needs a getaway from their environment. Someone needs to separate themselves from their environment. Okay. But at the same time, it's very risky. Very, very risky. Like you're leaving one environment that feels kind of chaotic and going to something else that also is chaotic. So that could be on your brain. You're wondering if you need to take a break from something. Maybe you need a break from work or you need a break from your home environment, Aries, and you're thinking about like solidifying those plans this weekend. Like it's not happening this weekend, but it could be happening next weekend. And you're like, okay, should I go? But also, wherever you're going to go is also risky or also chaotic. So it's like you're leaving one area of chaos to another area of chaos. And the thought of just getting away is very exciting, but you also have to like protect your energy because where you could be going is also chaotic as well. So it's like you live with a roommate that you just butt heads with or is very chaotic for you, and then you're being invited on a trip with your friends that you know that your friends kind of are rowdy as well. So it's like Aries energy. Aries energy does foster a lot of rage sometimes, like, anger. So it's like leaving one environment that's kind of angry or weird and then going to something else that you want peace, but there's no peace there. Okay. So I don't know if you're indecisive about this or you're hesitant. I think that you need to, if it's not going to be a peaceful thing for you, don't go, because it feels like you're leaving something to escape something, but you're running back into it, like running into a wall. Okay. You also have conflict. So, again, conflict could be what you're dealing with this weekend. And I also feel like it's not your conflict, it could be other people's mess that you're just like, an outside viewer on, but it's still like traumatic for you in some way. I see you dismissing that, or someone could be dismissing some conflict with you. Maybe you're choosing like a lover's type of energy. You're choosing the best decision for yourself. So you're like, okay, there's conflict around me. It's not really my conflict, or it could be my conflict, but I'm dismissing it. I'm choosing not to react because rage is very like apparent in your energy for this weekend. A lot of rage, a lot of anger, people who are angry that are around you, people who are yelling, shouting, people who are angry and acting crazy because of that, There's this energy of like stillness. You need to be still. And if you are thinking about going out with your friends, there's also rage there. Like there's angry friends that you could be hanging out with, or people who are escaping from something. So it feels like there's nowhere to run. It almost feels like you're cornered a little bit. But I want you to know that this is temporary. This could be like weekend based. So it's like after the weekend, everything is calm. But it's also for you to not make impulsive decisions being in the chaos. Okay. Let's see what your weekend is going to look like. You definitely have to make a decision to like take a trip. You already feel like you don't want to, but you may feel like last minute, I want to. But when you go on that trip, you're not getting the escapism that you need. You need peace, solitude. You need like a spa retreat. You need to like get a massage or get a facial. It's not that type of trip. Okay. So let's see what that's about. Tell me about Aries weekend energy. Give me 2 cards for Aries weekend energy. Yeah, exactly that. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay. You have 2 wild cards. No tarot cards came out for you in this deck. This deck has a lot of wild cards, okay? So you have 2 wild cards here. First and foremost, you have the card that kind of reminds me, of Temperance. It's a card of meditation, of peace, of serenity, being one with yourself, quiet time. If there's anything that you need to do this weekend, is to be by yourself. Maybe you have been invited to a lot of events, or you've been invited to someone's house, but you're really needing solitude. In solitude is your peace. I also feel like if you live with like roommates or family, or you live with a lover or your children, this weekend, if you stay at home, you're going to have a very peaceful energy. So maybe your roommate is going to be leaving, or your lover is going to be leaving, or your children are going to be staying with another family member or something. You're going to have a lot of peace just staying still. Stillness is your thing. If you've been tired of conflict, or a lot of people are pushing their burdens on you, you need to stay still. It's not a time to pack up your luggage and go fly to Mexico with your friends, or even go to the next state with your friends. It's not, because even when you do that, there's chaos or drama. So it's almost like a cautionary reading that I'm getting for you. It's like, be still, stay with yourself. Also, you may feel like you need human interaction. You may feel like you need to be with your boo, you need to be with your friends, but that also has conflict around it. It's something that's outside of you. You're almost drawn into other people's conflict. You need to stay still this weekend, and that's how you're going to have the most peaceful time of your life. You need peace, you need quiet. Okay. And then also, you have this card, which is a wild card as well. This card says to be bold, right? But you have it in reverse. So be meek or humble. You don't need to be bold. This is not a time for you. Also, if you have a friend or a family member or someone who's going through drama, it's not time for you to give them your 2 cents and speak realization in front of them. Maybe you want to bring someone to reality and you're like, I need to tell them about themselves. No, you'll be met with conflict. This person will be very defiant. It's time for you to let these people figure it out themselves. It's almost like you have an energy of parenting other people. Like my friend, my sibling, my parents, my work colleagues. I want to parent them and tell them, like, hey, you're going about something the wrong way. Let me direct you. If you do that, you will be met with rage or anger or defiance, which is not anything that's supposed to be directed towards you, your outside source. So it's time for you to be still with the meditation card coming out. And you also have the energy of like not being bold, which is hard for you to do because you literally are the sign of being bold and being very blunt and out there. No, just focus on yourself. What are your goals this year? I feel like you're so consumed with other people's chaos and their rage and their drama that you kind of are losing in January your own mission. You have intentions for this year. Remind yourself of that. And what can you do this weekend to feed into that? Because if you try to feed into other people's success, you're going to be met with defiance. Okay. So, not a good time to travel, not a good time to go to your friend's house to, have a little kickback, not a good time to go meet your friends at the bar for drinks. No. People have a lot of rage right now, and usually Aries energy is rage and motivation and drive, but you're the more calm, peaceful. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that looked a little weird. You're the more like calm person in this situation, and you need to find your calmness. And if your house is going to be empty this weekend, that's a blessing. So like don't think like, okay, my house is going to be empty, my roommate is leaving, my children are leaving, my lover is leaving, I should leave too. No. Cut out the impulses in your life, put on your blinders like what they put on horses. You know how they put that mask, almost like you have to have your poo shiesty on. Put on that mask that they put on horses to blind out the distractions, and you need to stay home and just be centered. By Monday, you're going to feel so good about that. If you would have went and did these activities with other people, you would have been almost like the scapegoat. Like someone's going through something around you and they're going to take it out on you the longer that you try to fix them or you're trying to get to the bottom of something. If you feel the energy to take charge in other people's lives, that energy is really coming out of you to take charge of your life. What are your goals? And focus on that. This is a good weekend to journal, to do your vision board if you're into that, or just to have set your intentions. What do you want for this year? It's a quiet time and a quiet space for you to think clearly. You haven't had a lot of quiet time. So, what would you do with that? And I also see you having an empty house. So, whether you're a single like liver and you live alone and friends always come over to you, it's not a time to invite people over. Or whether you live with a roommate or you live with your family, you're going to have like a alone time. Enjoy that. I feel like you don't even know how to enjoy alone time because you're so used to being a leader. You're used to having a group following you everywhere. And this weekend is meant for you to just be alone, center yourself, and be at peace and solitude. If you do anything different than that, Aries, there's some drama coming with that. So just know that. You make your own decisions at the end of the day. But, come back and let me know in this reading what happens if you decide to go out. All right, so that's what I have for Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. All right. All right, tell me about my Tauruses. Tell me about Taurus's weekend energy. What do we need to know for Taurus? This is for Tauruses. What does Taurus need to know for their weekend energy? Taurus, I see you linking up with someone that you have no business linking up with. Like, you know that you shouldn't be done with this person, but you can't help yourself. Also, this person, excuse my language, but we're all adults here. This person could be your best eater. And what that means, deep diving into that, is that they give you your best sex. Okay. So you be linking up with this person, but there's nothing deeper than sex with you and this person. Okay. Like, there's nothing more than that. Like, it's like, okay, great sex, a great time, great to go out and have drinks with. But when you have to talk about your 401k, your retirement savings, this person is not really links up with you. So when it comes to values, you and this person are so different. But when it comes to excitement, impulsive energy, temptation, sex, you guys are very compatible. But also, too, you're changing so much this year. This person really doesn't have a space in your life. Okay. Let's see what's here. Give me 1 second. All right, Two of Swords. Okay, so you've been posed with a decision. This is in reverse, by the way. So it's a Two of Swords, but it's in reverse. You've been very hesitant about this person, but you made a final decision possibly in 2025. You're like, I'm done with this person. But guess what? They weren't done with you, so they're popping back up into your life in some significant way. Now, how you know that you really don't have a future with this person? You're very selfish around them. Like, you don't care about their feelings because they've hurt you in some way in the past. So it's almost like linking up with the ex, and then the ex is like telling you something exciting and you shut them down. You're like, that's lowball. That's child's play. You're like, you're not on my level. Like, you keep reaffirming how this person's not on your level, and you don't have that respect level for them. So that's how you know you're done with someone, when you don't respect them anymore. But one thing that this person can offer you is like a good FUCK. Okay, they can offer you a good bedtime story. You understand what I'm saying? So the cards coming out for you, we have love. So obviously you and this person definitely had love. It could feel very unconditional. You can feel compassionate towards them, but the love is not really on the forefront. What else is out there is the Ravenous energy, which is sexual appetite. So you and this person could be, excuse me, you and this person could be linking up to have adult time, but they don't offer, they don't have value other than that. Like, if you were to sit with this person across from them for dinner, you're speaking about really like big boy or big girl things. Like, maybe you're speaking to them about investments, you're talking to them about politics, you're talking to them about, real life situations. All they have is like their jokes and their flirtation, and that's cute. Like, you need someone who's charming and can do that, but the intellect kind of lacks. And this seems like someone that you're going to be in cahoots with this weekend. Now, how you know that this person is not meant to be in your life? You're being very selfish with them. You're almost like, okay, this card is the Five of Swords, so it's a competition. Like, this person's telling you their achievements, and you're trumping that, like, without a doubt. So they're telling you, oh, I just got this role at work and I'm making this amount of money. And you're like, well, I made that amount of money 2 years ago. And I also have a side hustle now. I started a podcast. And I also, too, on the side, started to do real estate. So you have a lot of successes that trumps this person. What they have with you is like sexual appetite. You guys are compatible in that way. But when it comes to holding a real world conversation about like maturity and like King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy, they just don't stand a chance. We also have the Ace of Pentacles here. So someone's so excited to tell you that they got a new career or a new job, but you feel like it's kind of like lowball. You feel like, okay, I work in corporate and I'm a supervisor in corporate, whatever. This person's like, yeah, at this restaurant, I just got supervisor role. You're like, you kind of roll your eyes. You're like, ugh, like, I don't like that. So there's a little stuffiness coming with this person, but you're still involved with them, right? So this person's ego can come from you, who's supposed to be big status, big money, who's still dealing with them even though they're little money, but you don't feel satisfied from that. So it's almost like a cycle that's about to come to an end. It's like, okay, I enjoyed the fun time, the adult time with you, but I also don't feel like intellectually we match. And you're going to get that realization this weekend. You're going to have such a good time with this person in the sheets, or maybe like kissing, or I don't know what y'all do. I mean, right now we have AI, so there's a lot of things that people can probably do, romantically, sexually, that we don't know about. Everything is changing so much. But other than that, when it comes to talking about career, future plans, values, this person doesn't match you up. And it's a realization for you that, I can get this from this person, this energy of like sexual appetite, but other than that, and I love this person because we have history, but other than that, I don't see a future with them. And it's kind of solidifying something for you. Like you don't want to see them another month, because maybe now your values are into value, like, someone having a great career, someone being very ambitious and actually doing the work, not just like putting their um goals out there, but someone who also follows up with that. You're so ahead of this person. It's like it can't feed your energy of like, financially, basically. Okay. So you're dealing with someone, and this may be your last time, or maybe you're close to last time, but you're realizing that you want other options. So you may start to really put yourself out there as a single, or even if you're in a relationship, you may start to have that wandering eye. You're like, it's not enough. The bedroom is not enough. Like I really wish for, and I want for someone who can match my pockets, basically. Okay. So that's what I have for you. All right, let's move on to gemstone. Those of you who are watching just right now, just like the video for me, please, 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 please. Like the video will help me get back into the algorithm. Obviously, I took some time off because I was sick and also dealing with family. So just liking the video supports me a lot. If you want to support me, I appreciate that, okay? All right, let's move on to gemstone and see what's going on with my Geminis. Gemini's weekend reading. What do they need to know? What should they expect for the weekend? My gemstones. Okay. Ooh, Gemini. Ooh, Gemini, this is juicy. It's a little bit juicy. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of juicy. It's good for you. Really good for you. So we're going to talk about it in just a second. Let me pull your cards to clarify. That's right. I know that's right. Let's see what else. Okay. Really, really nice. Temperance in reverse. Okay. Someone that's your biggest op or your biggest hater is losing balance. And on top of losing balance, they're losing momentum. Okay. Sorry, I have hair on my lip. So you're finally going to get justice over a situation that you haven't even talked about. There's a situation that did you dirty or did you wrong. They are owed some type of deep consequences, but you bottled it up inside. You could have felt like it wasn't meant for you to talk about, because even if you talked about it, people wouldn't support. You felt you felt very deeply unsupported. Like, even if I talked about this person harming me or doing things to me, no one would support, because people just are natural haters of me. So you have like almost like an audience of haters, right? And this person plays a big part in that. But this weekend, you're going to find out some tea on this person, that they're actually going through a really hard time. Now, do we want someone else to go through a hard time? Yes. Okay, that's the honest answer. People say like, no. Your biggest hater, you be like, no, we wish them love and success. We don't, because they didn't wish that for us, and they were our detriment, right? You also have the magician here, so your influence is everything. So you didn't talk about something for a long time. Once this person is finally going through their karma, you're going to be able to speak your truth, and people are actually going to believe you. Okay, so I see you speaking up. Someone's going through something, you hear notice of it, and then you have something to say, like, yeah, this person has always been this way. I have evidence. And it's actually being accepted, and people are not calling you a hater, even though this person's your hater. So there's something like that, okay? Could be a legal matter with the justice energy, but just also could be karmic. It's a karmic that was in your life. You recognize them as a karmic long before everybody else caught on. And now you can finally speak your piece. Now you can finally tell people, even could be your close friends or your family that you felt like doubted you in the past, bringing you this information. And you're telling them, like, hey, I already know this. I've been through such and such and such. I didn't feel comfortable saying that because you guys love this person so much. So there's someone here who poses as like a supporter for you. They have your best interest. They were a friend or a family member, or maybe like a really good support system when it comes to like your work life. Now you can finally talk about something because there's evidence on this person, and you're going to talk about it. Okay. You're going to be talking your head off. And coming from that comes support. So whoever supported this person in the past, maybe they had an audience or fans or followers, or they had family, or they had your family. I don't know. Whoever their support system is, you get some of their followers towards you. There's people who are really supporting you in that. They're seeing this person's detriment. So it's a very proud moment for you. This weekend, you're getting vindicated in some way. Okay. I almost feel like I need to pull some more cards because I'm like, I'm done. It's nothing else to talk about. But let's just see. Your confidence comes back. But let's talk about the Ace of Cups. What does that mean for you? Okay, what is this? This is the, oh, okay. This is the Knight of Wands in reverse. When this person is exposed in some way, they're going to try to combat you. They're going to try to comment against you or tell people something against you. It falls short. Nine of Wands in reverse. The reason it falls short is because the support system that they thought they had, they weren't consistent with. So if it's family that usually has their back, they haven't seen their family in months. If it's a friend that had their back, they were kind of shady or flaky towards their friend. So you almost are gaining support from their support system in a way. People are seeing you as the truth, and you're getting vindicated in a way. If this is a legal battle for some of you, like you're literally in court with this person, someone on their legal team may even be like contacting you on the sly, or the judge that was possibly on their side in the beginning of the case is now turning to you and sticking with you. So you have vindication coming towards you. And I feel like it's owed to you, Gemstone, because it's been a long time coming. I can remember reading readings for you last year where I felt like this situation was apparent. And now you're finally getting vindicated, and it's a celebration. Like you literally need to go out and like champagne toast about this situation because it's been a long time coming. And the whole time you didn't speak out about this person because you didn't want people to think you were bitter. Now people are seeing everything that you put out there as the truth, or you're able to speak your truth without people thinking the latter. So it's very, very positive for you. And I don't really have anything to say. If I was to keep talking about this, I would just be making shit up. So I'm going to leave it here. Okay. Yes. Good for you. Good for you. Let's move on to Cancer. Thank you to everybody who's in here supporting. Please like the live if you're liking the messages. It helps my channel out a lot. So thank you to everybody who's in here, and just keep tuned. Watch all your placements because we're going to get into some stuff. Literally. I almost feel like this is the weekend of truth. Okay. Let's move on to Cancer. All right. Let's move on to Cancer. After Cancer, we'll be doing Leo, then Virgo, then Libra, and then Scorpio. Okay, and then we'll continue on with the rest of the signs. So it's now we're doing Cancer, then it'll be Leo, it'll be Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. All right. All right. Let's continue. We're on a roll. Give me some messages for my Cancers for their weekend energy. What can they expect this weekend? What's happening for my Cancers? Ooh, geez. Okay. Mm, okay. Usually, one of the cards that came out, Cancer, I'm not going to lie, when it comes out, I just, even for the readings I do on YouTube, I don't want to show it because it's so heavy. And I'm like, not a good energy to even bring up about. But since we're on live, you're going to get the real tea about someone in your life who has been wishing you harm. Okay. So let's see what it's about. And what makes me sad about this, you literally are pulling the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So this is someone that you love a lot. This is someone that you love so much. You love this person. So this is makes me kind of sad. You have the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups about it. So it kind of makes me sad to even like show this card because usually I just hide this card. I don't like to talk about things like this because I don't, this is not my energy, you know? But I'm going to show you, okay? So first and foremost, if you've been really I feel like you've been very like in confusion. You've been seeing something as what it is and you keep telling yourself, "No, that can't be. This person would never do that. No, that's not my life." But it is, okay? And I know it is. So first and foremost, you have witchcraft, okay? I don't use this card usually because I don't know anything really deeply about this. Obviously, I know witchcraft is a thing. I don't practice that, so I don't like to really bring it out in my readings. Someone has been wishing harm on you. Like, don't let witchcraft scare you so much. Witchcraft only works on the people who are not protected, people who don't know God. If you know God, Cancer, this person is just a loser that keeps trying to do things against you and keeps failing, okay? And if you don't know God, it's a good time to know God, you know? But obviously, someone has been doing some type of negativity towards you or some type of spell work against you, okay? It's uncomfortable to talk about, honestly. But this is a confirmation, present energy. This is happening right now. Someone is hating on your life. Someone may want your life. Someone wants to destiny swap with you in some way. They're wishing negativity or on you, okay? Because this person just cannot fathom the success that you're having. If you're being treated nicely by people, by friends, by family, by a lover, this person can't fathom that, and they obviously feel like they have to resort to negativity to push that on you. All right. So it's a big hater. It's also someone who's watching you very strongly. And this is happening right now. It's in the moment. All right. What makes me really even sadder about saying this is the fact that you are the Queen of Cups to this person and the Ten of Cups. This could be someone in your family. This is like a really good friend that you consider family. This could even be a lover that you consider family. It's someone that you've been skeptical about. Like every time that you think something weird is happening, you tell yourself, "Oh, I'm just being crazy," or you are in almost an illusion or denial about this person. So that's who it is, okay? It's the person that you keep having to talk yourself off of a cliff. You're like, "I think it's them and I think it's weird how they're treating me." But no, they would never do that. It's that person, okay? And what's so sad about this is that all that you give to this person is love, but that's not enough for them. They want your life. You almost need to watch the Capricorn reading I did today. I did a Capricorn reading and it literally is like they want your life. So maybe have Capricorn placements, or maybe there's a Capricorn around you. I don't know, but there's someone here who wants your life so bad. They see how you're protected. They see how you're loved. They see how successful you are. There's someone here who's wishing negativity on you or talking negativity on your name. The best way to combat that, because I am Christian energy, so I feel like prayer is the best way to combat that. But even if you don't, if you're not a Christian, not religious, just speaking protection over yourself, like whatever you need to do those practices to make sure you're protecting yourself because this person's kind of wicked. I almost want to pull a card and say, who the hell is this person? This is your weekend energy. So you're going to get some type of sign this weekend that this person is wishing you negativity, or harm, or they're trying to slow down your progress because they're tired of you winning in life. They feel like you're winning so much and they're losing. So it's like, ugh, it's like a nasty energy. Maybe this person feels like they went through so much in life and they think you had it easy. but you also are a sign of like bliss and beautiful energy. So even though you go through hard things, you're not always going to put that out there, but someone's hating on you about that. And it also feels like someone close to you because of that Queen of Cups and Ten of Cups. You love this person. It's just very wicked. All right. Who is this person for my Cancers? Oops. Who is this person? How would Cancer know who this person is? This is so like nasty for me. I don't like this card. Every time this card comes out, I just put it back in because it's like I don't like to feed fear in people. So I don't like to put that out there. I'm like, but it came out on live, so I'm going to talk about it. Okay. First and foremost, this person is the Five of Wands. You guys have had conflict, but to you, it feels petty. Like it's like a friend arguing with you, like, I want to wear that. Y'all about to go out to the club. They're like, I want to wear that, and you're like, okay, you can wear it. Like, y'all may have the same outfit from the same manufacturer. Y'all both shop at Fashion Nova. Y'all both are getting outfits from the same, supplier. They're like, I want to wear that. But it also feels like a competition. So you may put the outfit out first. You're like, I'm going to wear this. And they tell you, no, I was going to wear that tonight. And it's like, okay, I put it out first. You didn't say nothing until you saw me put it out. Let me put it back in my closet. I got other outfits. I'm a bad bitch, in any outfit. So it's okay. You wear that. I'm gonna wear this. It's cool. You've been really cool, calm, and collected, but they're very defiant. And it feels petty to you, their drama. Like they make issues with you, but it feels like, is that really the problem? Because if that's the problem, it feels kind of like chaotic for it to be so heightened. You know, they may say, "Oh, you posted this and you didn't tell me," and that's the drama. Is that really the problem you have with me? Because what you're telling me right now seems so simple, like simple minded, like dumb dumb. Okay. Also, I'm going to say something really quickly, and this might not be nice, but this card is not nice either. So I'm going to have to meet them where they're at. Someone also gives like short bus energy. Seriously. That's what I'm getting. Like someone gives short bus energy, like a little slow. So I don't know what's up with this person, but they bring to you a lot of conflict that just doesn't make sense to you. It's like if we're friends, if we're lovers, if we're family, why is that such a problem? Why are you holding a grudge off of me off of something so simple that we could have talked through? Okay. So there's someone here that hates your success or hates your relationship or hates your lifestyle. They want to be part of that. And I feel like you're going to get a lot of revelations and also like exposure about this person. Like you're going to see it, visibility this weekend. And you cannot ignore it. Like whatever they're going to do this weekend, it's a sure and straight shooter energy of them just hating. Okay. And you got to be careful of this person too, because they almost feel like they want to destiny swap with you or they want to be you, like your main character energy. They want that so bad. Be careful of them. Don't tell them your plans or your goals this year. Try to keep it quiet. And even if you already shared your plans or goals with this person, switch it up, okay? Because they're a little bit weird, honestly, and it kind of disturbs me a little bit. So, you know, obviously your weekend is going to be very fantastical and beautiful. This person is struggling with something and they're going to take it out on you. And it's like, is that really the drama? Like, that seems stupid. But the drama is like they almost like envy you. Not almost, they do. Okay. So just be careful. Protect yourself. Say your prayers at night. If you've been, skipping your prayers at night, make sure you say your prayers. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Weird energy. Let's move on to Leo. All right. Tell me about my Leos. What is my Leo's weekend energy for my Leos? What are my Leo's weekend energy? Okay. I definitely feel like there's someone here that you have differences with. Like you and this person are on a different page. Like it's hard to see eye to eye intellectually, like communication wise. You don't feel like this person understands what you're conveying to them. Maybe you're trying to push out a certain message to this person and they're just like so distracted. They have a lot of distractions in their life, okay? One thing that this person feels like you guys are compatible with, they want that middle piece, okay? They want that pussy or they want that D, okay? Lust. What you're looking for is deeper than lust. You're looking for depth in your connection. This person right now all they can see is what's between your legs, or they want to or they could be so desperate that they want to connect with your sexual energy down there, okay? What you want, Leo, is their spiritual side. You want to know if this person is truly your soulmate or karmic. I can tell you based off these cards that this person's a karmic. I think you almost are in denial, okay? I have to be honest with you because you're still giving them the time of day, you know? And obviously someone just wanting to screw you a little bit, you know? And I don't think that's all this person's about. Obviously, they do have depth about them. You've seen it before, which is why you're searching for it again. But right now, in this today's time, this person's so like tunnel vision to that P or to that D. You know what I'm saying? But what you're looking for is like a spiritual connection, soulmate connection, healing. You know, let's talk about deep things. Let's talk about soul ties, you know? You want to have real conversations with this person, but they're not able to give that to you. What they see right now is like sexual energy. Okay, so let's just see what's going on with this person for you this weekend. For my Leos, tell me about this energy, whoever they're going to be around. All right, we have a card in reversal. What is this? This is the, oh, Justice in reverse. And we have the Hermit in reverse. First and foremost, you haven't seen this person in a while. Like they've been hiding or they've been in isolation and they're the Hermit in reverse. So finally, they're going to come and pop out and be in your energy and be around you. And they may be texting you. You guys may be coming out of separation. They're reaching out or they're calling you. But they're also the Justice in reverse. So there's something that they owe to you. There's an apology or there's some actions that they should be doing to get you back. And they're not going to do it. Okay. Justice in reverse is imbalanced still to this day. It's unequal. And they also are not taking accountability. They're not pledging, I'm guilty at the stand. They're saying, I'm innocent. Okay. Also, too, they want to be in your energy so bad. So this is another thing. This person doesn't have any valuable options other than you. That's a fact. Coming out of hermit and running to you, but not being accountable, they could go run to other people, right? But they're not. So they're coming towards you. So they don't have any options, or their options are like non-committal, like their options have run dry. Whatever their options require them to give, they're not giving, and they want to come to you with some type of low ball energy. Okay, so this person's coming to you very heightened sexuality, very hypersexual. This person, they want to screw you. You want to have a deep conversation about life and your past and the things you guys been through. You're very open for that. But when you open your door to this person, they're just coming to, you know what I'm saying? So it just seems unfavorable. It feels like a disappointment. That's what I'm getting, like disappointing energy. Clarify the Justice in reverse. Why this person cannot be accountable of their sins, obviously. Not only do they have to answer to you, they have to answer to God, but they don't want to answer to none of y'all. And not even you, the small player, over God. God is the bigger player. They're still not answering to you, right? King of Swords. King of Swords is just very bitter, stuck in their ways. This person's very stuck and situated in their ways. That's something that you have to realize about them. And tell me about the Hermit in reverse. What made them want to come straight to your door after coming out of isolation or no contact? What is that about? All right. Another reversal. Another reversal, we have Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, whoever this person is, they think they're the bad bitch out of the relationship. Now, that's already a problem because Leo is always going to be the bad bitch out of the relationship. Hello, like it's no question. And you need to recognize that. This person thinks they're the bad bitch, they think they're the prize. And that's the problem. But when they're coming out of it, if you're the prize, where's your options? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I was going crazy because like, where's this person's options with a bad bitch? Leo, you have options, but you're purposely not dealing with them because you're just choosing spirituality or choosing cleansing. This person, where's their options at if they're the bad bitch, you know? With that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, there's an energy of like just spoiled brat, you know, very spoiled. And you know that about them, but you also feel like you are also their enabler as well. I have to be real with you as well. I feel like you enable this person. Every time they come back, you just kind of feed their ego. So, you know, this weekend I feel like you're going to make your decision whether you're going to continue or you're not. And we already know the answer to that. I don't have to even have to tell you. I already know what it is, okay? And also the fact that this person is not coming for spiritual, deep conversations, they're just coming to, you know, that's not saving you. That's not saving them. It's not, I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Let's move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo, this is your weekend energy. Let's see what comes out for my Virgos. Virg. I've been thinking about you guys, but it's not time for me to do your reading yet, but I've been thinking about you. I hope that you guys are doing well. Let's see. Tell me about my Virgos. What can they expect for this weekend? Okay. All right. First and foremost, you have twin flames here. So your twin flame is going to reach out to you, but they're not reaching out to you in a very subtle energy. They're reaching out to you with some drama. Okay. So someone's reaching out to you. They want your attention. Obviously, they're thirsty for your attention, but they're not able to come towards you in a very like compatible way. Like you may just need peace, solitude. Someone's trying to stir up some drama in your life to get your attention. All right, and it is a twin flame, so it's someone that you've done life with over and over again. Maybe they fumbled you and they're coming towards you, but it just feels like very drama filled. Like even if they're not bringing you drama, it's drama from their life. Like I'm going through this, I'm going through that, and bringing you their problems. Obviously, Virgo, you know that a lot of times you feel inclined to fix people or help people out of their detriment. This is what this person remembers about you, and they're coming towards you for that same reason. Okay. So it's not like a hi and bye, how you doing? This is my accomplishments. This is your accomplishments. I hope that you're doing well. I just want to check on you out of love. It's more so like, I want to check in on you out of love, but also I have drama and I need to unpack it on you. Okay. So, not a good energy. This person still feels like you're their safe space. I feel like you have evolved and you've grown and you know that this person's not your safe space and you moved on. This person is still holding on to you as their safe space, okay? It's definitely a twin flame though. So something that you are going through, this person's going through too, but in different capacities. Like they're going through it really harsh. You're going through it probably like baby energy. It's not a big deal for you. It's very petty for you. They're going through it in detriment, okay? So I don't know. It's very interesting. This person. Tell me about Virgo's weekend energy. This person is coming towards them. Thank you to everybody who's in here watching. Let's see. All right. Okay, so not being transparent. This person is not being transparent. What is this? That's a wild card. Okay. All right. First and foremost, 10 of Cups. This person will come towards you acting like everything's okay. They have a happy family. They moved on in life. They're so happy after you. They're so happy. But why are they coming to you with their drama and telling you their burdens? This person could be in another relationship or a family, but they want to tell you almost like you're their therapist, their issues. It's like if you're in a relationship, tell your wife, tell your husband, tell your girlfriend, tell your boyfriend, tell your baby daddy, tell your baby mama. Why are you telling me? Okay. So someone wants to unpack their burdens on you. So I don't see you giving this person the time of day, which is good energy. You shouldn't. Also, too, in reverse, this wild card is you can, and in reverse, it means you can't. So if this person thought they could have a second chance with you, we need to all collectively, all my Virgos, be with me and say, you can't. You can't have a second chance with Virgo. You can't redo things with Virgo. You can't think that you're going to enter Virgo's life. You can't. But this person has a big confidence. It comes from somewhere. I don't know if like they have people in their ear. I don't know if they have vices that making them confident. I don't know if this person lives in la la land, but you cannot come back into Virgo's life. But they're gonna try this weekend, and you have to know that this person, even if they start off just saying hi, I hope that you're having the best year and happy New Year's. They also want to unpack drama. They have drama in their next situation. So if you dealt with someone romantically, or if you dealt with someone you were married to or had a family with and they did you wrong, just know that their next situation is not doing well. That's just real with the drama. And they feel like they're looking to you almost like their therapist, like, I need to unpack this energy on you. It's not healthy, okay? So I see you dismissing this person. Let's see. Talk about the 10 of Cups. This person could have a whole nother family out there, but they still think that they're supposed to have a family with you. Like almost like I made a family elsewhere and I'm supposed to get back with Virgo and we're gonna have a family, a blended family. That's delusional. Okay. What is the 10 of Cups? Also, too, your okay. This person's family still loves you strongly, like a daughter or a son. Like their family either is still in cahoots with you, like they still contact you to this day, their mom, their dad, their cousins, their siblings, or it's this energy of like their siblings or their family brings up your energy. They're like, oh, I seen Virgo like very messy, shady, but they're like, I seen Virgo doing big things, okay? We have here the Ace of Swords, so the truth. Everything I'm saying right now is the truth. Also, too, this person has had a hard time like dissolving the facade and learning the truth that it's truly over or that they need to let you go. They're having a hard time swallowing the hard truth. If you think about the truth like the Ace of Swords, like a kitchen knife, you don't want to swallow that. It's kind of like a hurtful pain going down your throat. So it's kind of hurtful for this person to think that they don't have influence over you or they can't get you on the phone or when they DM you, you don't answer. It's a really hard truth to swallow, okay? And tell me about you can or you can't in reverse. What is this you can in reverse? Three of Pentacles. They really thought that even if you guys were not in a relationship, that maybe you guys could still be friends or you guys could still do a business together. Like, I feel like this person feels like financially, you're the best person they met financially. They want to start some type of business with you. They want to do real estate with you. They want to do construction company with you. They want to do a cleaning company with you. Some type of act of service because Virgo does rule service. They want to do some type of like business venture with you. It's like delusional as F, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of delusional. But this person thinks like, oh, I could still do that. Like me and Virgo could be friends after all that I put them through. No, you cannot. So I think that's a hard pill for them to swallow after this weekend. They're going to finally understand the truth. They could have been trying to reach out to you or get at you or try to like slide back into your life. This weekend will solidify that they know it's over or that they know that they missed out on a good one. Period. Okay? All right, let's move on to leaves. Sorry, y'all. Tired. I'm a little tired. All right. Excuse me. Let's move on to Libra. Okay. All right. This one is for my Libras. Thank you for everybody who's watching right now. Please thumbs up the reading. Help your girl out, please. I've been sick with the flu, guys. That's why I have not posted in a long time, but I'm back and better than ever. Just please support the channel. If you can like the video, it will help me out a lot. This one is for Virgo. What can my Virgos expect this weekend? What are my, oh, sorry, not Virgos, Libras, okay? This is for Libra, excuse me. This is for my Libras. What can my Libras expect this weekend? Give me some messages. What can my Libras expect this weekend? What's happening? What's the energy? Mm. Okay. Let me show you the bottom of the deck, Libra. You have obsession. So there's obviously someone who's very obsessed with you, who's coming towards you this weekend. It's going to trigger you. I feel like that your last reading that I did, if you're a Libra watching, you haven't watched the last reading that I put on here, go watch it. I feel like the last reading that I did for you guys talks about triggers, like tired of triggers coming up and not addressing it and wanting to unpack that this year, like wanting everybody to get their SHIT together. Okay. And there's someone here that you definitely feel very strongly needs to get their SHIT together. And it's going to trigger you. Okay. But this person's also obsessed with you in some way. So there's a lot of flashbacks coming back to you, just this person's presence, or they're messaging you, or whatever it is. And then on the top of that, you feel like this person was like almost like the devil in your life, or they hurt you so much, but then you also have empathy for them. And that's part of Libra's indecisive energy. Okay. So you have two swords sitting here, two of swords energy. You feel triggered by them, but you also feel empathetic. We have heartstrings here. So it's like you feel like this person doesn't deserve your grace, but something inside of you, the compassionate side of you, just feels like this person needs grace because they're not as strong as me, or they grew up differently than me, or this person doesn't love themselves like I do. You know, I love myself. So you just always fall back into empathy about this person. They're going to do something to trigger you, and then you're going to try to internalize it and be like, you know what? This person's broken, so I can't judge them. And that was part of your reading that I did for you last, was like, no more internalizing. Now time to unpack all this crap. But this person is still gaslighting. That's what I feel like, a big gaslighter. Okay. And not only are they triggering you, so say you have children by this person, they're triggering your children. Say your family built a relationship with this person, they're triggering your family. Okay. Like, say your friends know about this person, you bringing up this person's names triggers your friends. Like, it's now affecting a community versus just you. Okay. And I think that's even like God, like, you wouldn't change something even if you're going through it. You're so strong. You're like, I can handle this. But when it affects the people closest to you, that's your wake up call. And something's happening this weekend. So let's see what that's about. Tell me about that. What's happening for my Libras this weekend? Okay. You know, interesting. Okay. First and foremost, you have the Hangman. So this person's perception or their mindset is just so, when you think about, excuse me, when you think about how this person thinks, you think like, oh my God, you either think two things. You're like, they're dumb dumb, like they say things and you're like, that's how you think, and you're like, that's dumb. Or you think, man, that's how they think, they're broken. Okay. So you could be thinking about both mutually. You're like, they're dumb and they're broken, you know? So there's something that this person's saying that you're like, you want to help them, almost like a cat that comes to your house, you know, scratching at your door, like an alley cat, you know, and you're like, oh, I need to feed it, I'm gonna bring it inside and give it a better home. But this is the thing about cats, right? So you don't see a lot of dogs on the street, but you see a lot of cats on the street, and the reason for it is that they're always multiplying. And yes, you may save one cat, but then the next month another cat comes to your door and you see that it's kind of multiplied. There's a lot of dum-dums out here. So like you almost kind of like, I don't know, like you start to realize like you kind of were in like loving on someone, but then you start to see in society there's a lot of people like that, and it's like there's no excuse. Like get your own shit together. You're not a one case scenario. You're not special. That's what I'm getting. Like you're not a special case scenario. Like there's a lot of people like you, and you have to choose to be different like I did. Okay. So you're appeasing to someone's perception, but at the same time, you think like you're not special. Like I had a rough background. I had a rough upbringing. I dealt with family who weren't really like my idols. They weren't role models. I went through a tough time. I had to pay my way through school. Like you start to think about your own detriment, and it's like I still am standing up accountable. Why can't you? So someone's coming to you, the words that they speak to you or their behaviors lets you know that they are really stuck in some type of system or environment, that it's an indecisive energy. It's like you feel bad, but you also feel like you're not special. You're not special. Like get your shit together, okay? And then but the beauty out of it is whoever this person is that you see as a dum dum, you guys are going to have some type of synergy this weekend. This person actually going to show you that they are capable. They're going to show you some type of book smarts. I feel like this person has a lot of street smarts, but they haven't showed you their book smarts. This person about to show you their geeky side, or they're about to show you how book smart they are. They're going to show you that they're capable. They've been capable, but they just kind of been getting your nurturing energy. So someone you're liking it, but you also feel kind of like played. You're like, wait a minute, who are you? Like, like you could have been doing this all along, but also I'm very proud because I feel like thank God you're finally working with me and not against me. But at the same breath, I'm like, wait a minute, you were trying to hide this the whole time. You were trying to play gangsta the whole time. We could have got along way long ago. So you feel indifferent, even though you're happy that someone's finally working with you and changing their perception. You feel like they kind of played you in the same way. Like this kind of smarts and this intellect and this logic is not overnight. You didn't just wake up being logical. You've had this the whole time. You've been playing the fool. So you have this very weird energy where you hate this person and you love them. And you're going to be in cahoots with them this weekend. But someone's showing you how they could have, worked with you and coexisted with you the whole time, but they just been giving you a hard time the whole time. It's like it's hard. It's like, should I just celebrate or should I beat their ass? Excuse my language, but that's how you're gonna feel. Tell me about this. Why has this person took so long to coexist with Libra? It just doesn't make sense. It's like, why did you play so hard to get? What's up with this person, honestly? In regards to Libra, why did they play so hard to get with Libra? I almost feel like the reason that they did is because they feel like you came from a better background. Okay, so the reason is the Three of Cups. So they feel like life has been a party for you. Like even if when you go through hard times, maybe you have a brave face, you don't show what you're going through, and you still show your successes in life. Like this person feels like they haven't seen your vulnerable side. They haven't seen like your breakdown. They haven't seen you cry or be depressed in front of their face. But I also feel like Libra, that's not fair to you because you have done that, but you also had to have a brave face to also take care of your own emotions and also this person's. You've been almost like their caretaker. So someone has like this narrative where they feel like you never showed your vulnerable side. And that's why they never showed their vulnerable side. But I feel like you have, but you also try to be strong for yourself and them. Like maybe just have different maturity levels in this person. It's like I do bleed the same way that you bleed, but I also learned that that's not going to get me nowhere. Crying in a corner is just going to waste days when I could have been making progress. I still bleed the same way, but I also have maturity to know that that's not going to solve my problems. So I don't know what it is, but someone's finally going to work with you and not against you. You're going to be happy and proud, but you're also going to feel like, man, this person been bamboozling me the whole time, So it's just very weird. It's a weird, and then also the outcome this weekend is that it leaves you and this person in a very weird space, because the next time that you see them, you're gonna wonder, will they keep up this newfound energy that I see that they can be, or will they go back to like playing me? It's like you can't really trust this person. It feels like a fox energy almost. Okay, that's what I have for you. All right. I'm going to move on to, oh, okay. I'm going to move on to Scorpio, but guys, I do have to pee. So let me go do that really quickly. And then I'll be right back. I promise it won't take too long. So just hold, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, guys, we're back. Let's continue with Scorpio. 1 second. Okay. All right, Scorpio, this one is for you, your weekend energy. Thank you guys for being patient as I had to use the restroom. All right, so tell me about Scorpio's. Ooh, okay. Tell me about Scorpio's weekend energy. What can you tell me for my Scorpios? Hmm. Okay. What else can you tell me for Scorpio? Can you guys hear me? That's in the chat. Just making sure that my software is all the way together. Can you guys hear me? Hmm. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Let me pop my bones. Can y'all hear me in the chat before I get started for Scorpio? Can y'all hear me or not? Let me see. Hello, hello. Why is my chat not going? I don't know why that's not happening. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna continue because I don't know what's going on. I think my chat is delayed. Okay, so I'm going to continue for Scorpio. So Scorpio, what you have here for this weekend, there's something that's been like in secrecy, like been hidden from you, or you're having a lot of confusion about it. We have blind here. So you've been blind to something, but what you got right after that is illuminate. So whatever you've been blind to, or whatever you are having confusion about, is going to be revealed to you in a very significant way. And also, what I see here, we have the Ace of Cups and we also have the Three of Swords. So you were disappointed about something and you're about to have a restart in that. It obviously feels like a romantic energy, obviously, or it could be friendship, or maybe it's family. You felt like you could not tell someone's feelings for you. They're finally going to reveal that to you. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel about you. It could have been a long time coming. It could have been someone that you been in separation with for a long time, okay? Or they just weren't really coexisting with you. They weren't cooperating with you in a significant way. You're something that you felt so disillusioned about. You may have felt like you sorry, I just shook my desk. You may have felt like you were in denial. You may have felt like, this person doesn't care. Someone's about to tell you that they care. It kind of puts a restart in your relationship, but the problem with it is that the pain from this person's silence, or the pain from the heartbreak that you dealt with this person, it still stands. So even if they're going to tell you like, oh, I'm in love with you this whole time, but I just need to get my finances together. Oh, I was going through something, so I couldn't contact you. It doesn't matter what they're saying. Yes, it feels good to get that truth and that clarity. But what I see is that you're still feeling burdened by the loss of the connection, or the separation, or the quietness, or the isolation that this person did to you. That's the Three of Swords. But it does start a new connection between you two. But it also, you can't forget about the pain from this person's rejection, or their isolation, or just being in no new contact. It still hurts you the same. So you're finally going to get answers. And the way that you thought you would react, because you've been waiting on answers, is not the way that you're going to react. Like you feel good about it, but you also feel like hurt. You still feel hurt. Like this person's not addressing the hurt. They're addressing their absence, but they're not addressing the hurt. I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe you got used to this person's absence, so you kindly got over them contacting you, and you're more so stowed away your feelings of them just like ghosting or something like that. That's what this feels like. Feels like you felt very weird. Like you almost had to tell yourself, okay, the things that you believed to be true, you had to tell yourself that they were false because nothing was happening from it. Now you're finally getting the truth, but you can't get over the distance, or the separation, or the no contact, or the ghosting, something like that. Okay, so tell me about this a little bit more. Who is this person contacting Scorpio? Wanting a new beginning. The Magician, really good at like Magician is the energy of like portraying the identity or the persona that you want people to know you as, like almost like a character, almost like you're in a play or in theater. I'm an actor and I show you what you should know me as. You ever watch a movie and you love the actor because of your favorite movie? You're like, that's my favorite movie and I love this actor. And then you associate their personality to the character in the movie. But really, behind the scenes, they live a whole different life and they can have a whole different personality. But every time you see them, you can't help but to just associate them with the character that they played in the movie. It's almost like that. Like this person, you have this mindset about them. How they presented themselves to you was very loving. They could have been obsessed with you. They could have been doting on you. They could have been very loyal, but their actions show different. But you kept that persona about them. Now they're coming towards you and wanting a second chance, or wanting to start something new, and the facade has dropped. So even if they're coming towards you, like if you knew them to be a very understanding individual, very apologetic, someone who's accountable, but even though they were flaking on you, which gives inconsistency, you never thought that about them. But now that they're coming back, you're having a hard time associating them to the image that you had in your head. You see them for truly who they are. And they're coming towards you almost like not the person that you see them to really be. Like they're not really being responsible for everything that they've done to you. They're almost like coming back like nothing happened. Okay. So, with the magician energy, that's who this person is. They're going to come towards you very charismatic, very confident, with a lot of influence, or thinking that they still have influence over you. The facade has dropped a long time for you, Scorpio. And you still feel hurt by this person. Every time you look at them in the face, you think about someone who hurt you. Okay. How's that going to go? What's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? What's going to happen? Hi, Pisces. Oh, okay. 3 of Cups. So you're hurt, but you're going to hang out with them possibly. Like you're literally going to be around them. This person let you down. That's the theme here for the weekend. Like this person let you down. They flaked or they made an empty promise. You see them as a flaker or you see them as an imposter, but you're still going to hang out with them and show a good face and show a brave face. But really deep down inside, Scorpio, you're really heartbroken. So I don't know. You've been in denial about this person. You've been giving them like the benefit of the doubt, and it's about to be revealed to you this weekend. And you're still going to be around them when it's revealed to you. So almost like knowing the truth, but also having to be brave in front of them and act like you don't know the truth just to enjoy the night. And also not to act like a weirdo. Like if you just switch up on them because you know the truth, you don't want them to perceive you as that way. And you also still have faith in this person, even though you know the truth. So it's like you're hanging around someone that you know that is like phony or fake, but you still just want to be in good cahoots with them, but you feel hurt by them. So someone who hurt you, you're not addressing that hurt. You're not making them be accountable. You're just hanging out with them. It's very weird for you, not for this person. They think everything is good with you guys, but for you, you feel very weird. You feel like this person's not real. I know y'all seen that video of that girl who's freaking out on the plane. Some people think that she's just a weirdo. Some people are like, oh, she knows some shit. I feel like you know some shit, Scorpio. Like you're thinking someone's like a weirdo around you and you're just keeping it really cute. You're trying to consolidate your feelings. But you see this person's true colors for once. You guys are reconciling this weekend, but you're like, oh, this person has always been a weirdo. There's no explanation. Like I was trying to make explanations for this person and say this is why they're who they are, or this is why they've been flaky, or this is why they're non-committal, or this is why they treated me some way. But this weekend you're going to see the truth, and even when you see the truth, you're not going to call this person out. You're going to be like, just kind of being in the scenes like a CIA agent. Like you know the truth, but you're just kind of undercover. What's the outcome? What's going to happen next between you and this person? You feel hurt by this person, though. That's the biggest thing. And the biggest teller of this is like this person not addressing your disappointment. Like they know you're hurt by them. They know they've been flaking. They know their actions, but they kind of gaslight in a way. What's the outcome here? The Chariot. I see that this year you're going to move on from this person successfully, and maybe it took the truth or the illumination around the situation as a whole that shows that you and this person are not meant to be, or you guys are not meant to be in cahoots. Okay. You're realizing something. You're going to still have a good time with this person, but you can never forget how they made you feel. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Let's move on to Saggy. Okay. Saggy, let's see for this weekend. What's your weekend energy? What can you expect this weekend for my Sagittariuses? For my Sagittariuses watching, what can you expect this weekend? Okay. I'm like, Okay, going with the flow. There's something that you're going with the flow with. It's very spiritual, by the way. So, like, you don't really understand it. It's kind of confusing, but you're just going with the flow. You're not resisting it. You're not angry. You're not happy. You're just kind of like, let's see what the outcome's going to be. The reason I say that is because you have tether here. When I think about tether, I don't know why I think about this, but I don't know if you guys have ever watched Napoleon Dynamite. That was like one of my favorite movies growing up because I didn't know how to make my own favorite movie. I would just piggyback off of my siblings and be like, that's their favorite movie, then this is my favorite movie. And it also has kind of like dry humor, which could kind of be your vibe. But Napoleon Dynamite and how he would play that is almost like a volleyball on a string. I forget what it's called. I'm sorry, y'all. That movie is so funny to me. But it was a volleyball on a string and they like hit it around a pole. And I'm thinking of tether like that. Like, I don't know why I'm thinking of that, but it's like a flow state. Sorry, it's a flow state for you. Like, you're going with the flow. But when you think about that movie and him hitting the ball on a string around a pole, it's like you're going in a whirlwind. Like, you're being caught up in some mess. But you're just like, I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm sorry, y'all. It's funny to me. All right. I wish I could put in like a little clip, but it's live, so I can't. Okay, so tether. I feel like you're just like, I feel like you're the volleyball on the string and you're just going in a loop. You're like going in a loop and you're trying to be so understanding and compassionate and you're trying to just go with the flow, but you're literally like going in some chaos. Okay. So tether. Also, tether talks about like telepathy and also intuition. So you have intuition about something, but you're also just sitting still. Like you could almost act before this other person acts, but you're just going to wait for them to make the move. Also, it's a confidence thing, right? Who's going to text first? Who's going to move first? Who's going to call first? Who's going to reach out first? You know that someone wants to, and there's anticipation about this person doing it, but this person is taking their sweet time. Now, they are going to reach out to you. We have surprise here, but it's definitely unpredictable. You're dealing with an awkward person because even Napoleon Dynamite, very awkward. Also, I think about like autism. You know what I'm saying? So like someone just has an awkward vibe that's gonna reach out to you. This person can be an overthinker. They could be stuck in their head about you. They're just kind of like awkward with their mannerism, their behaviors, or even their communication, because this is what this reading's all about. Very awkward communication. All right. But also Muse is here. So now I have to think that are you kind of a little weird too? Because you see inspiration in this person in their awkwardness. You feel inspired by them, or even them coming in towards you. You like them. You and this person may share similar music tastes as well. So you guys could be in the car together. They're playing music. You're like, okay, this is my vibe. But I also can't connect with this person communication wise. Like they're not speaking. It's a 30-minute drive and they're so quiet. But the music is a vibe. So sway side to side, but it's a little awkward. Okay. But someone here is going to make some unexpected gesture towards you. I don't know. It seems very like, what's the word that they use? It seems very like, I can't even think of the word, and it's probably for my best interest because it probably would not be a cute word for me to say, but it seems like, cerebral, but very special. If I can say that. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. What can my Saggies expect this weekend in this situation? What can they expect? Give me 2 cards. What's up with you and this person? It's very weird, okay? Look at this. We have the Queen of Cups. If you look at this, it's like you're nurturing someone. You guys cannot communicate. The communication sucks. But when they look you in the eyes with their old wrinkly eyes, when the elephant looks you in the eyes, it's like, yes, I see you. I understand you. It's so weird. It's like you and this person don't communicate, but just being in each other's presence is very spiritual, or very like sacred, things like that. Um I want to say something else, but I feel like, oh, I feel like I need to like maybe that's the awkwardness between you and this person. Is like saying things like even your humor, Sag. Like maybe your humor, you feel like it's too much for this person because you don't know this person's personality. So it feels like a new love interest or a new friend or something. You don't know their personality, so you want to make jokes, but you feel like, am I going to offend them because they're not really speaking to me? I can't gauge your energy. It's so weird. But what I want to say with the elephant energy is like a lot of wrinkles. Someone needs to put on their suntan lotion. Someone needs to moisturize more. Crusty nails. Okay. Anyway, the lovers in reverse, not compatible. Period. It's like false energy. I don't know what that's about. Yes, you and this person have telepathy. Yes, your intuition is saying a lot of things, but the lovers in reverse lets me know that this person makes decisions that are kind of like not good, even for themselves. Okay. So even if this is a first date for you, the mysteriousness of this person really intrigues you. But if you were to know what's behind the curtain, it would be a turnoff. Okay, so I just want to say that lovers in reverse is very telling. Lovers in reverse is like not a soulmate, not a vibe, not compatible, and also someone that's going to hurt you down the line. Like someone behind the scenes when you're not looking, when you're not around, does some weirdness. Okay. So it's not a vibe. If you can't even communicate with this person, if it's awkward and it's weird, then it's weird and awkward. Like it's not just that this person and you have, y'all are brainiacs and y'all communicate brain to brain. It's literally like some weird shit going on. So tell me about the lovers in reverse. What is this person's habits? It's so weird. You're trying something different, possibly. You're dating out of your type or something. I don't know. You're like hanging out with someone that's like not in your type or someone, I don't know what this is. It's very weird. It's just like weird. What's the lovers in reverse? You're like trying to fit a square into a circle. It's not a vibe for you. It's not compatible. It's kind of like a waste of time. Yeah, Seven of Swords. This person is their weirdness and you not being able to push past that wall or that dome that they bring up, that mysteriousness that they have that you think is so interesting and unique and eccentric. It's not any of those things. This person doesn't have depth. They're not super spiritual. They're not just playing mind games with you, love games with you. It's the Seven of Swords. This person's sneaky. They're trying to hide something. Okay. You may not get that right away. And I also don't feel like you're going to be in this person's drama. So you may see them this weekend. You may also continue to try to foster that energy. Along the line, you're not going to be brought up in this person's drama because they're trying to protect you from seeing their inner world, but they have weirdness about them. The way that you and this person dissipate is that you're going to say like this person's a weirdo, like how their mannerisms, their behaviors towards you. Someone who cannot communicate with you is just not your vibe. Like it might be cute on the first date, but the second or third, they still can't communicate. It's like, okay, maybe this motherfucker is really nonverbal in this bitch, and I need to let it go. Okay, so if you have a new person that you're dating this weekend, first date, not your person. Not your person. Seriously. So it's a weird situation. It's weird. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Let's move on. Don't try to make sense of it either. Just let it go. Okay. All right. Let's move on to Cappy. Weekend energy for my Capricorns. What can you tell me? Weekend energy for my Capricorns. What can you tell me for my Cappies? Cappy, I did do your reading today. So if you're watching now, go watch your reading on my channel after. Okay. Let's see. No. Okay. Obsession on the bottom deck. Obsession is a red flag for anybody who's watching, even if you're not a Capricorn, obsession is a red flag. Like overly obsessed with you, over like to a weird or scary energy, it's not cute. It's not. We're adults. Like it's not cute. All right. Especially for you, toxic is here. So there's someone who's obsessed with you and also toxic or unhealthy. This person is someone from your past or you have history with. For some reason, this person is coming up in your energy this weekend. I don't even, maybe you're going to be passing by this person this weekend, but I also feel like it's more so a thought, like you're in this person's thoughts this weekend. Okay. You could be doing your own thing, Capricorn, but someone is really obsessed with you and very unhealthy and weird. And you do have history with them, but that's just what it is, history. It's not a new, it's not like reconciliation. It's just history. What's going, and that also talks about the reading I did for you today. Literally the reading I did for Capricorn today is someone wants your life. So like be careful with the obsessive toxic energies right now. All right, what does this mean for my Cappies this weekend? I'm sorry, because one of the same cards came out. So I'm like, what is this? Okay. And the star. Okay. King of Pentacles. You have career success happening right off the bat, early this year, beginning of this year. Hold on, guys. I have a super chat, so I have to shout it out. Hi, Yin. Welcome, welcome in. I don't know if you just got in or you've been watching the whole time, but thank you so much for the $9.99. I love you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. She said, we love Dreamy. Duh, the fuck? Period. Period. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Yin. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to Yin. All right. So you have, again, the King of Pentacles. So you're very focused on your career or your finances or your home life, even your parenting. If you have children, you are just focused on being better, more disciplined this year, which means more material success, more finances, career success, business success, and also being a leader of your household, okay? Or being a provider of your household. So you're very focused on those things right now. So this that I'm speaking of may not even be in your energy. Like you're not thinking about this, but obviously someone's thinking about you. Now you also have the Queen of Cups coming out again. So obviously there's someone who has a lot of love for you. There's someone who wants to nurture some type of connection with you. Like they want a restart or they want a second chance or they just want to come into your energy. If you have children as well, this person may offer to like watch your children. As soon as they say that to you, you may get like the ick. You're like, ugh, why would they ever think my children would be at their house? Like it's something very weird. And then you have the star. So this person wants to heal something. They know that they have harmed you or disappointed you or hurt you in the past. Now they're wanting to heal something with you. Now they're wanting to be your friend. Now they're wanting to be a supportive family member. Now they want to be a supportive colleague, you know, at your workplace, in your business. You know, someone's trying to re-enter your life. But from the past and the history that you have with this person, Cappy, you know this person to be very unhealthy, toxic, and just a effed up individual, period. You already know this person's past. You run their resume, you run their background, and your mind, and you're like, this is someone that should stay away and just be gone, okay? This person really wants a second chance. They want to rejuvenate. They are going to come towards you or say, or they're going to tell someone that is in cahoots with you, like a mutual friend or family member, that they've been healing. They've been in therapy, right? Yes, that's good for them. Kudos for them. They should, you know, get some help for their problems. But they're almost trying to get your attention with that. Like, I'm doing it for me, but I'm also doing it for Capricorn. I want Capricorn to know. Oh, I felt like I was Australian right now. Okay. I feel like this person wants you to know that they've been working on themselves. But if they truly worked on themselves, they wouldn't be really seeking you. You know, they would just be moving on with their lives. So you know this person and their history with you. You don't want to repeat that, but this person is like, loves you. That's what they tell people. I love Capricorn. I would never want to see Capricorn hurt. I don't want to see Capricorn in detriment. I care about Capricorn. nurturing energy. They may also have other people fooled. So it could be like your own family, your own friends, the people that you work with that are trying to convince you to reconcile with this person. They have flying monkeys around them, people who are doing their bidding to try to support this reconciliation. You feel like this person, if they're doing the healing and rejuvenation, good for them, but keep that over there. Keep that all the way over there, boo. Do that for yourself and your own lifestyle. Don't do that for me. All right. Let's see what this person's actions are towards you this weekend. I feel like they're not coming towards you. They're having people come towards you for them. Someone who's going to bring up their name in conversation that's not even them. All right, King of Swords, bitterness. Bitterness, also very self critical over themselves. So they are going through some type of ego death, or they're going through some type of humility right now where they're judging themselves very harshly. And they also judge themselves for something that they did to you in the past. It's coming down on them hard. Also, too, their actions is the King of Swords. So there's a bitterness towards you, but also in the same breath saying that they care about you or love you. So this is like someone saying, oh, Capricorn is so mean and so guarded, but I love Capricorn and I just want to be their friend. Hold on, I seen that I even put Capricorn on the screen. Sorry, y'all, talking too much. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't put it on the screen, but we'll figure that out. I'll do the timestamps when I get off of here. I'm going to watch this back and do the timestamps for everybody. But anyway, this person's like, oh, Capricorn's so bitter. Capricorn is so mean. They don't want to reconcile. They're so, held off, reserved. But I love Capricorn. I just want the best for them. But this person's not talking about the past, though. What happened in the past, though, between you two? They just refuse to acknowledge that and take accountability for the past. This person may feel like they paid their dues for the past, but they didn't pay it to you. They didn't come to you and apologize. They didn't come to you and explain themselves, but they're explaining themselves to everybody else. So it's like inauthentic because it's almost like they're trying to build a teamwork against Capricorn to make you feel bad for saying that I don't want to deal with them. Okay. So someone's doing some work in behind the scenes trying to gain followers or supporters for their cause, but their cause is you, which is weird as hell. It's like, why do you need so many people to be on your team and support you about me? Why don't you get supporters about other things in your life, like your finances? And that's something that we talked about in your reading that I did for you today. Okay. Will you even hear about this person this weekend? Yes or no? I feel like you will because they're coming out in your energy, but I just want to know because you feel so far-fetched from them. You will hear about them, but you're going to cut it off really soon. So like, it's almost like someone calling you while you're doing your grocery shopping, or someone calling you while you're like in the mall, or someone calling you while you're doing something like fulfilling for yourself, because you have the 9 of Cups here. So you're overindulging in what you deserve. So you could be at your favorite restaurant, you could be at the grocery store about to get your favorite meal to cook, buy your favorite snack. You could be somewhere hanging out with your friends, your girlfriends, your guy friends, and someone's bringing up how this person has brought up your name and that they feel like you're so distant from them, and you cut it down to size. You're like, well, if you're calling me about this person, I'm busy. Like, you're like, oh, I'm busy. Like, you kind of like shift the energy. You're like, I'm out with my children right now, so I'll call you back. Because like this person's kind of like doing sympathy and payola, But yes, you will hear about this person. This person really wants to be back in your cahoots. They're almost obsessed with it. Not almost. I mean, that's literally on the bottom of the deck. And they also have faith here. So they've been praying about it, or they have optimism about coming back towards you. But this person's not a true support system, or they're not a true friend, or they're not really a solid family member. They're just kind of like feeling sorry for themselves. It's a selfishness energy of like, why won't Capricorn acknowledge me? You understand? All right. Let's move on to Aquarius. Yeah, not you outside tonight. That's crazy. All right, be safe and have a good time. Come home safely. All right, let's do Aquarius. Aquarius, I also did your reading tonight other than this live. So go watch your reading on my channel if you want to get some extra messages. But let's go ahead and see What can my Aquariuses expect for this weekend? Give me some messages, please. What can my Aquariuses expect for this weekend? Mm. Y'all. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. It's not funny. All right, bottom of the deck, we have escape. So you have an escapist. You have someone who escapes reality, escapes responsibility, escapes accountability. Whatever it is that's real and that's like real in this person's life, they escape it. They're living in la la land or fantasy land, okay? Now, as they're escaping their realities, their consequences, whatever they're escaping from, they're bringing you the drama, they're bringing you conflict, you know? So this person doesn't want to, excuse me, they don't want to deal with reality and they're running from something and then they're bringing what they're running from to your door, almost like you're supposed to be Captain Save a Ho, you know? And then they bring the drama to your door and then they don't want to unpack it. So they bring you their issues. Like, say someone is about to get evicted, and this is extreme, but this could be real life. Say someone's about to get evicted. They run to your apartment, to your townhome, to your house in the hills. They run to you. They're like, yes, I'm behind on rent. I'm about to get evicted, right? And then you're like, okay, let's talk about it. Let me bring you back down to real world and let's talk about your finances. Let's unpack that. Instead of unpacking it after they burden you with it, then they just want to sleep with you. Like, what? This is crazy. Like, what? Excuse me? Like, this is, and there's an overstimulation that you feel. Also, feel like this weekend, Aqua, you just wanted to be alone. You wanted quiet time. You wanted peace and solitude. I see you like watching like a show on a streaming service. So it could be HBO Max, it could be Netflix, maybe Peacock, and you're watching something that's already been out, but you're watching back episodes. So like you have been so busy, you've been on top of your priorities that you have missed like your favorite show. And then also you either like cook food or you're ordering food in and you have all of your favorites right in front of you, your favorite food, your favorite show. You're just wanting to relax and have serenity and peace. Then someone's FaceTiming you, not calling you like it's an urgent matter. Like, oh, they're calling you. You answer because you care and they're unpacking something on you. And then they want to show up to your house or wherever you're at, you know? Maybe you could be out with your friends, but you're doing something very peaceful. It's like the drama is being brought to you and you weren't even being impulsive this weekend. You were just really like chill mode, okay? And so this person's coming to you with their drama, but then you want to unpack it with them. You want to be like very healthy and say, like, okay, let's talk about it. How can we fix it? Like this is that. And then they're like, no, shh, let's go to the bedroom. It's like, wait a minute, this person's priorities are kind of effed up. Okay. So what can you expect with this? Like, what is this? This is crazy. All right. So what can my aquas expect this weekend with this? This is so weird. Okay. I'm sorry. This is funny to me. Let me take this off the screen. I don't want to expose my friend, but that's funny. Okay. All right. So Knight of Cups, you're forced into some type of date night. It was supposed to be a date night with you, Netflix, and chill just by yourself. It's supposed to be a Netflix and chill by yourself. It's supposed to be a time that you just like, do your self-care routine, that maybe took a long bath or a nice hot shower, you played your playlist, you ordered your favorite food in, you watch your favorite show, like a really chill night, and it turns into a date night unexpectedly. Now you're not mad at it because you kind of almost have like all your responsibilities together. So I feel like I'm getting this energy that you were very proactive this week and you have everything together so that this weekend you don't have to like do laundry, you don't have to clean up the house, like you have shit together. But it turns into a date night. Okay, that's cool. But then on top of that, what's behind here? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So whoever's bringing you their problems, they're not committed to solving their problems. It's like, why did you even bring it up if you're not ready to tackle it? You know, maybe you could have helped this person to tackle their problems, whatever it may be. But when you try to like get to the down and dirty and unpack this whole situation, someone is so non-committal to their own problems, but then they sprung it on you. It feels weird, you know? And then on top of that, you have justice here, right? So also this could be karmic as well. This is a karmic coming towards you, someone who's not meant to be long term in your life, or someone that you've already been there, done it with, and you still have loyalty to them as Aquarius. You're kind of like someone who, even if you break up with someone, Aquarius, you have this energy of still like humanitarianism. You still help them in life after that. It's almost like you still have these burdens from your past that still rely on you, even when you're disassociated, or even when you moved on, even when you're in a new relationship. It's your ex from, you know, university is calling you and saying, I have this issue, or I'm doing this, right? So with the justice, you feel almost karmically like you want to give them balance. You want to restore balance. You're really trying to be serious with this person. You're not expecting anything other from that. This person's actually coming to you not for the solution, but only for the Two of Wands, which is like they see you as the grass is greener. So they don't even want to fix the solution and go on their merry way, even if you can help them through advice, through other things that you can give to this person out of generosity. They almost see you as the grass is greener, or just like their escape plan. This person is an escapist. They run from responsibility or accountability. And on top of that, they are like, you know, you're talking to this person and then they're looking at your boobs, or they're looking down at your middle piece, and they're like wanting to go to the bedroom, and like, you know, just don't even want to talk about real life situations. So, I mean, do I see you saying no? No, I don't see you saying no. I see you taking this person down. But at the same time, it's just you still feel kind of disappointed. It's like, dang, I thought you was coming for a solution, not for sex. Okay. What's the outcome here? The Lovers. Ooh. Well, what I see from this with the Lovers is that this person thinks really highly of you. You have always been a great influence in this person's life. You helped them to get better in their life, maybe financially, maybe even how they thought about themselves, confidence wise. You always like treat this person with the utmost respect. It kind of opens up a cycle again. I'm not going to lie with the Lovers, because this person, they didn't get a solution that day, not because you didn't offer it to them, but because they are just escapists. But they kind of get obsessed or addicted to coming back to you as their escape energy. Does that make sense? So if you decide to take this person down this weekend, you will fall for them again, because the sexual compatibility could be off the charts, but they're not ready to fix their issue. So almost like always coming to your house, telling you, crying about the same issue over and over again. Yeah, I did this, I did that. And then again, taking it to the bedroom. And then maybe hanging out the next day. We get breakfast together, we have conversation. But this person is like avoiding their biggest problem in their life. And their biggest problem in their life is not you. Their biggest problem in their life is something that they need to release or let go of, or just be real about. Like, this person is not situated in reality. All right. What's this person's intentions other than just coming to, you know, FUCK? What's their true intentions with you? Fatigue, tired. Okay. This person's been running from this problem that they refuse to address. They want relief from it, but they also avoid relief. Sometimes I think that some people operate off of chaos. You know, they get so comfortable in chaos and drama and conflict and running, that when they do have peace in their life, it feels boring to them, or it feels weird. It's not a situation that they feel situated in, and they don't have the patience to learn to be comfortable in peace. And it kind of feels like this is who is coming towards you. But because the Lovers is the outcome, This person will learn to be comfortable in peace. And it's only because of your grace. This person obviously wants to take you to the bedroom. You could play this person left and right. You could play them hard, but you choose not to. You really have the best intentions for this person. And eventually they're going to meet you with the best intentions and also make better decisions for themselves because of that. And that's just what it is. There's nothing else to say about that. Aquarius, make sure you go watch the reading that I did for you guys today. We'll touch base more on that as well. Okay. All right. Let's move on to Pisces. Someone said that's PTSD. Yes, I agree. You're hitting it nail on the head for sure. That is PTSD. It's a trauma response, 100%. But I think that Aquarius, like you being around this person, not judging them is the biggest thing because I've never been around an Aquarius who judged me. Like I've had friend Aquariuses, I've dated Aquariuses, whatever, whatever. I've never been around Aquarius who judged me, you know, and I've been a little crazy in this past. But I feel like that's what this person is drawn to. They know that you're not going to judge them. Even if they're looking a little crazy, erratic, impulsive, they know that you don't judge them. And your grace is kind of what saves this person. Versus someone like me, if this person showed up at my house and was wanting to take me down and didn't want to address their issues, I would be hypercritical on them. Like, no, we're going to sit here and we're going to look at your finances. But you're not that type of person. You're able to meet people where they're at. And I think that's what's going to invoke this person's change. Okay. All right. Let's move on to my Pisces. Pisces, let's see what your weekend energy is. Give me some messages for my Pisces. What are my Pisceans' weekend energy? What can they expect this weekend? Why does this card keep coming out? Especially for the ladder of the signs. It's like it keeps coming out. Okay, there's All right. First of all, bottom of the deck is frozen and finality and observing too. So someone's watching you that you could have ended things with, but they're stuck on you, frozen. They're stuck on you. You told this person very cleanly, because I see like a very clean message, like you were straight to the point and very blunt. It's over, or we're not going to be, or I'm not interested, or I'm moving to different energies right now. Whatever you said, you kept it very clean with this person. Now, you would have thought that this person would have grown and transformed their life, but instead they became very obsessed with you. And in their head, they think that they still have a chance with the dating card here. So this person wants to date you again. They want to I also feel like this person's searching for another you, by the way. So that hasn't happened and that's never going to happen. You're one of a kind. So they could be on dating apps. They could be hooking up with randoms. They're hoping to meet someone like you again. It just hasn't happened. So now that feeds their obsession over you. It's like, okay, there's not going to be another Piscean out there. No one kind of gives me the same energy as Pisces. No one else feeds my soul like Pisces. And so now I'm just like searching for it, okay? But also obsessed at the same time. So it's just very weird. This person has been having some one night stands recently, but they don't take those people seriously. Like they're obsessed with you. So what is that about? All right, let's see. What is that about? It's very weird because like they're obsessed with you, but they're also seeking for another you. This person's convinced that it's almost like this person's doing like trial and error, you know? You know when you go like you ever like met someone who's very like frugal, like they like to save their money even though they have money, but they're very frugal, almost like Taurus energy. And they go somewhere, they need like a device, like maybe they need an iPad, right? They want an iPad, excuse me. And they're looking at Costco, they're observing the prices for Costco. Then they go to Walmart, like they'll be in the store, they'll be at Costco and they're about to buy it. And then they have you sitting there like, are we going to get it or not? And they're like, hold on, let me compare prices. Let me look on Walmart and see what it is. Let me look on Best Buy and see what it is. Let me look online on Amazon and see what it is. And if they even find like maybe the iPad is like 359, right? And on Amazon it's like 340. It's a little bit of a discount, maybe 5%. And so, okay, Amazon's going to take some days. You don't even have Prime membership, boo. Okay? Cuz you're so frugal, you don't even want to pay for Prime membership. And so it's going to take some days, probably going to take 5 business days. But we're literally in the store right in front of you and we can take it home today. And then they want to embarrass you even more by going to get the manager and be like, "Well, this is what it is on Amazon. Can I do a price match?" Like $5 going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. So this is who you're dealing with, Pisces, like someone who's very frugal, someone who's looking for your match and also trying to match you up with that person. Like, okay, this person don't do this. They don't cook like Pisces. They don't FUCK like Pisces, but they do a little bit of this. So maybe I'm gonna bring it to Pisces and be like, well, this is what this person does. So can you dumb yourself down? Because I found this elsewhere, but you're not ready to commit to elsewhere. So maybe, I am your master. I'm your leader. Like, bow down. Stop acting like that. Who is this frugal person? Like, hello? They want to come to you and want you to compromise your value because they are like, oh, I have this out there. So then go get it out there. What you talking about? Why are you in my face? Go get it out there then. That's weird. Hello? All right, let's see. Okay. King of Wands will not take no for an answer. King of Wands, a negotiator. Someone's trying to negotiate your value or your standards or your rules. You gave someone certain rules, they want to negotiate it. You gave them what you will not stand for, and they want to negotiate that with you because they're saying to you, well, I met someone out there who does this. Well, then why are you not with that person? And why are you in Pisces face? Doesn't make sense. Like, why are you not like go live your life, be free, okay? Like, what's up with you? Okay, so the Tower, this person had a really big breakthrough recently, a big realization. Maybe the rug was pulled under this person that you're not going to get another Pisces. You're not going to get another person like Pisces. You're not going to meet another me, boo. Okay. And the Magician, now they're trying to they're trying to sprinkle their magic and be like, you know what? If I can't get another Pisces, I'm going to make Pisces believe I can. Like, they're trying to finesse. Okay. This is like the person who stands on the street and they do their magic. They're like, is the thumb in this hand or not? Like they're trying to like tell you something, but they're also doing it because it's almost like they're making a fool of themselves. So someone walked away from you and they thought they were going to prove something to you. They were going to teach you a lesson. Now they're coming back with learning a lesson themselves, and they're also trying to show you that they didn't learn that lesson. It's almost like someone's like, "Oh, I'm going to teach you." They walked away, and then when they went out there in the real world, it was nada. It was caca. It was, what it is out there. They came back to you and they're like, I don't want to tell Pisces that I couldn't find nothing else. So I'm just going to make them believe that I do have something else, and I'm going to try to make them bow down to me. No, you bow down to Pisces. Stop. It's just like child's play. It's very unusual energy. What is the Tower for this person? What did they go out there and see in the real world? Because that's really what's happening here. All right, King of Cups. Okay, this person's a lover boy or a lover girl. Like, they love really hard. They went out there with their heart, thinking that someone's going to appreciate their heart. And they realized that a lot of people out there appreciate the wallet, or they appreciate the middle piece, like the King of Wands energy. They didn't have that to give. So now they want to come back to you, who always appreciated their heart, always loved them genuinely, unconditionally. And they also want you to understand that their journey was fruitful. Like, they met a lot of people. A lot of people want them, grabbing at their collar. But they want you to believe that, like, if you want me, You got to do something now like it's a limited edition. It's not. It's a false. It's false. All right. What's the Magician? Magician is the Ace of Cups. What this person is really trying to manifest, what they truly want as their outcome, is a fresh start with you where you don't judge them from how they treated you, how they try to stunt on you. They don't want you to think about that. They just want this fresh start like nothing happened. And that's why they're trying to play the magic trick, pull the rabbit out of the hat for you. But it's false. It's like, you know, this person true, you know, their true self, you know, and you always kept that. You were never gaslighted by this person. You don't believe the falsities that they bring to you on a daily. And I almost feel like this person's coming to you and acting like someone wants them. You know, like I don't know if y'all ever watch Basketball Wives, but you know when that girl was like, Chad wanted me though, Chad wanted me, Ocho Cinco wanted me. Like someone's coming to you like that. Like this person wants me, that person wants me, this person's ready to wife me up, this person's ready to buy a house with me. Like they're giving you all these falsities. It's not truth, because if it was the truth, they would just be there. Honestly, this person has a lot of love for you, a lot of capacity. They should just lead with that. They should just be authentic and say, I love Pisces and I want to be with you. But they can't do that. It hurts their ego. And now they feel like they have to play games almost to make it's like they went out there and they made a fool of themselves. So now they want you to feel like you're a fool for letting them leave. No, it doesn't work that way. This is the real outcome. There's no price match for Pisces, okay? It's either you're going to buy at this high value or you're just a broco and you need to keep going, all right? Let's see, what's the outcome here? Outcome is stay positive. You know, you've been through a lot with this person, Pisces, and you could have doubted yourself even when they were doing their own thing out there. Like, you know, is there other things out there better than me? Maybe it was a self-esteem issue that this person was trying to push on you, that you started to feel, you know, doubting yourself. But you need to stay optimistic because you're going to see that the outcome works in your favor. And that's just period. This person's like clownery. Okay. So, I mean, you will see that this weekend, they're not going to admit that to you. This weekend, they're going to try to play you and make you believe that they got all these options lined up. They don't have nada, nothing, nothing. No one compares to you. And you have to know that this person's more obsessed with you than you are with them. And that's just a period. Okay. And that's what I have for y'all. You know, that's what I have. Please like the video before you guys go. It helps my channel out a lot. Thank you guys so much. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe today. Comment down below if anything that I say resonates. Go and live out your weekend. Come back and let me know if it resonates with you. I love you guys so much. I appreciate everyone for just being in a live with me, giving me your energy during this time, because I need it just to keep going. I'm getting tired, so I appreciate that. You guys kind of riled me up tonight. And other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow on the channel. I'm going to be posting some videos for you guys. And I just hope that you guys have a very blessed weekend. That's all. I'm going to get off now. I hope that you guys go do whatever you do, and I will see you guys tomorrow, all right? Love y'all. Bye.